Now, is the Canon EOS RP worth the buy in 2020? Find out my thoughts coming straight up. Hi there, I'm Adrian from IAmJadoreTV. If you don't know, if you don't follow my channel, I'm going to firstly say the Canon EOS RP is definitely worth the buy in 2020. If you've followed me for a while, or you're new, or you're just finding this video, all the content, or a lot of the content from my most recent videos are with the Canon EOS RP. And the camera is a brilliant little camera, to be honest. If you want to save probably about nearly £1,000, $1,000, I would get the RP over the EOS R. There's not much difference other than sensor. That's just my opinion. I mean, if you look at my work on my Instagram page, I'll put the link in the description. It's at IAmJadoreTV. See it? Yeah, see it? Got the merch ready. But if you check it out, you'll see I got pictures, I got video there straight from the RP, and that's not even with 99% of it's not even with Canon glasses, with third-party lenses that are on budget, because that's what I do here. I kind of use budget gear just to prove that you do not need the top range or the L glass to get great content. You can get up and go. It's affordable for nearly everybody, and you can get amazing great content. I'm actually filming this with the EOS RP with a third-party lens, the Yongnuo 35mm f2. $70, £70, wherever you are. It's super cheap. If you break it, you drop it, you can buy another one. And it's what I travel with. A lot of my travel photos are with that as well. But we're gonna break it down. I'm going to the most important parts. I'm not gonna get into the nitty gritty specs wise of it, because I think people get lost in all that sort of details that's not really relevant to everyday shooter. So I'm just gonna get straight into the important parts, really. So the first thing I'm gonna get into is picture quality. Amazing picture quality. I mean, it's blown me away since I've had it the past I'm not even sure how long I've had it, maybe like a year. I think it's about a year, don't quote me on that, but I switch cameras so quite often. But when I got this camera, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with this system, or the R systems, or the Canon mirrorless, for a very long while. I looked at the R and I was going to get that, and just as I was going to get the R, the RP came out. I thought, okay, this makes a lot of sense. But the picture quality, I'll put some up on the screen for you guys, is literally outstanding quality. If you put great glass on the camera as well, I don't know, it's unmatchable, to be fair to me anyway. What I've got, the results I've got, I do a lot of travel photos and a lot like stuff like that. So I'm kind of I'm testing it out basically to the fullest, where I'm in extreme sort of most conditions with lighting. So you get very obviously abroad. I'm in places like Morocco. Some of my last photo shoots I did there. Portugal. Sun's very harsh at certain points, and the focusing is seamless. It handles it well. Obviously, Canon colors are unmatchable. The new color science that they've had in the R's, I find are like some of the best. This is why I kind of switched. I had the Sony before. I've had the Sony a7 III I had before. I switched to the Canon 62. Then they announced the mirrorless, and then I jumped to the mirrorless. To me, this kind of performs just like a mirrorless 62, the RP version. And I guess the R was more of a Mark IV mirrorless. But the picture quality definitely is outstanding. Now let's go into lenses. Obviously, we've probably seen the RF lenses are quite expensive. I mean, not quite expensive, they are very expensive. We're looking at probably about nearly 3,000 for the 28 to 70 f2. You're looking at around 2,000 something, 2008, around that ballpark for the 24 to 70 f2.8. Don't even get started on the 85s and the 50s. It's a lot of money for the RFs. But the good news is there is an adapter, of course, that comes with the body, so you can put third-party lenses on, like I just said. I also have a 85mm Meike lens, which I shoot with probably 50% of the time. I use this lens that I'm filming with, the 35mm and the Yongnuo and the Meike 85. Those are the only two lenses I shoot with, so I'm using those literally all the time, and the detail I can get out of those is pretty ridiculous. So again, you do not need high-end stuff, but if you do want sort of just a bit above third party or just great quality, you can still get the EF lenses, and then obviously it has the adapter, you can use that. I used for my Morocco trip, which you can check in the card above, I shoot the whole time with the 24-70 f2.8 version 2. That is brilliant. I don't know how the RF lenses can get better than that. I'll probably try and do a review of both of them side by side, but in my eyes, when I use the 24-70 f2.8 version 2, it was, the quality was outstanding, like probably some of the clearest pictures I think I've ever taken on those. So I would personally invest in those, so it's a lot cheaper. You can even use the first versions are still going to be, the first versions of those lenses, L series glass, are still going to be better than any third party lens you're probably going to get. So I would probably, if you're going to want a bit higher quality, get those. But again, the lens selection is vast on Canon, so you don't have to go to the high end of the RF. You can still stick to EF and get great quality. Even the 50mm 1.4s, they're 35, the 85, you're gonna get outstanding quality from those. Let's go to size of this camera. I mean, the size of it is like literally perfect. It's like small enough to, you can put on a small GorillaPod. I don't know where my GorillaPod is right now, I'll show you, but I have a GorillaPod. I put on it, vlog with it. It's very compact. Obviously flip out screen, travel camera, that is also full frame, so you're gonna get a lot in. Nice bokeh because it's a full frame, of course, and it just slips into my camera bag. I mean, compared to the size of my lenses, it's probably one of the smallest things in my camera bag. Like literally smaller than my power bank even. So yeah, the size of it is very it's very handy to have a small camera that packs such a punch. So let's also go into the battery life. The battery life for me, it doesn't really bother me that much. It's not terrible. I mean, I've seen quite a few people complain about battery life. To me, it's not that bad. One battery to me can last probably about 3/4 of the day. That's with photo and video, so that's to me that's not really a problem. But again, you can get third-party batteries at around £12 to £15 or dollars, and that's a set of 2 and a charger. So if you spend about £30-40 or dollars, you can get like 6 batteries. You're never going to get through 6 batteries in a day. So to me, the battery life issue is not really an issue at all for me. I'll save the actual footage to the video portion of this at the end of the video, but the video, to me, I'm literally speechless on the video and what I've been able to create with this little camera. That's not a professional camera apparently, but I've done professional shoots. I've shot for brands, high-end brands, big brands that actually pay me to shoot their stuff when I'm abroad with this little, well, they don't know what I'm using, but with this little camera, and they're very happy with the results and got returning clients because of my video. I've increased the amount of video that I do because it's just seamless. I can shoot, flick a switch in video. It's just very easy, streamlined to do. It doesn't take a lot, and with a little body, exact same lens from picture to video, I can switch it, and the quality is amazing. I mean, depending on what zone you are in, whether you're NTSC or PAL. I'm in Europe, so we use PAL over here. So I'm shooting this at 25 frames per second, and it goes up to 50 frames per second. Obviously if you're NTSC, it'll go to 24 or to 23.97, and you'll probably get 60 FPS. Not really much difference, to be fair. I usually all my B-roll that I shoot, I just shoot in 50, and I slow it down where I need to, and then I export it all in 24 or 23.97 FPS. And yeah, but I'll definitely stick to the end of this video, because if you're not familiar with the channel, my B-roll, I produce some pretty epic cinematic B-roll on each of my trips. So I'll save that to the end, but the video is brilliant. My final thoughts on the Canon EOS RP: I couldn't be happier with this little body. With all the news of the R5 and the R6, I'm not rushing to get those. I mean, I know they're just gonna throw a bunch of big numbers at you again, but don't really get sucked into when people throw like big specs out at you and that. I know the new one has meant to have 8K. I can't even handle 4K on my computer with all that memory, so could you imagine 8K? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, who has 8K screens to even see the full quality of this stuff? You don't really need to worry too much, because I'm not changing from my RP for a very, very long time. The most I'd probably get would be the EOS R, maybe for a better sensor, just a more megapixels. But for an entry level photographer, hobbyist, even professional like myself, I don't see any faults of just getting this camera. If you're entering photography, this is a great cheap way, under £1,000, to get a full frame mirrorless camera where it has endless amounts of lenses to get at different price ranges. You can't get literally any better than the RP, in my personal opinion. But definitely guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, definitely comment, like and subscribe. Check out my Instagram at IAmJadoreTV, and definitely stick around. I'm going to now leave you with the B-roll filmed with this very same setup I'm filming this with, and with also my 85mm Meike lens. Well, until next time guys, I hope you enjoy it.